I need like a mirror here to reflect light back and forth. Just gonna wait a little bit, see who joins us. Okay. Hello, everyone. Anyone who will see this in the future and anyone that's joining us during the live stream. Hello, hello. So, first things first, once again, hello, I am Dante. Hey guys, I am Dante. As I usually say, hey guys, I am Dante, and welcome to my channel, The Burgos Art. And once again, we are drawing for no reason, because sometimes you just have to draw. And lately, I've been kind of tight when it comes to scheduling time for more scripted episodes. So I just figured I'd draw a bit today. Now, I have been trying to do that whole thing where YouTube sends a warning out, sends a heads up out to everyone who follows me to let them know that I'm doing a live stream. I tried that. I said schedule live stream, and then when I'm about to post it, the time I chose is not the time being scheduled for. So I said I want to schedule this for a half hour from now, and as I'm about to hit send, it says this is scheduled for 6 hours from now. Don't know why that's happening. So in the meantime, I just do it when I can and hope for you guys to tune in. So what is today's topic? Today's topic is robots. So, a little backstory. This right here is a small collection of sketches I did years back for a friend. He wanted a robot or a series of robots. He said it could be kind of loose with it, kind of steampunkish, kind of 50s retro with the squarish box bodies. He didn't really specify. So I took a cue from Floral Dairy. I believe his name is Floral Dairy. If I'm saying it wrong, I am so sorry. So Floral Dairy was an artist who brought us the original Transformer designs from the 1980s animated movie. He brought us designs for Pirates of Dark Water. A lot of stuff from like the 80s and 90s. Dairy was part of it, and he did beautiful, or she, I think it's a guy. He did beautiful work in terms of like designing. And one trick he did is, how do you design an entire species of robots? Well, simple. You break it down. So he did an entire sheet, kind of like this, but much more in depth, with much more designs, with like several chest pieces. These are several chests. 1, 2, another chest. 1, 2, another chest. Then he did several arm designs, like this guy here, and this guy. And then he did several heads and several legs, and he basically gave it to the animators, because these were going to be background characters anyway, and he said mix and match them as you wish. He did like 7 of each or 8 of each, and then you do the math. You can mix and match them and do an entire species that all fit together because they all have corresponding parts, and that's how we did it. So I did these for my buddy a while back, and we never got a chance to use them. So I am taking this kind of grain silo looking guy, like a rock on his back, with this slick ball joint here. He kind of has a slick pipe on the bottom as well that curves. So I'm going to be taking this guy, and then from there just draw randomly, and we're going to be doing some coloring. So I've already drawn him, or rather I've already duplicated it right here. You probably cannot see him. That's okay, because I'm going to go right into the coloring, and then I'll ink it. So, let's pull out our massive amount of markers. Oh, look at all those damn markers. It's double. There's a layer beneath that. These are Prismacolor, and yes, I know Copic is apparently much better, and I'm slowly getting ready to go into Copic soon. I'll probably buy a pack of them. My buddy Katorius Rex knows that I'm gonna buy a pack. My color sheet, so I know exactly how these colors look on this sheet. And let's get going. I believe we'll do the main body frame, which once again you probably can't see. We'll do the main body frame here with some tones of gray, maybe some copper for this little chest plate right here. And I'll do the corresponding arm in copper. I want these to match. Everything else is gonna be mixed match. Let's just see what we got. Let's do some colors. The one thing I'm bad at is textures, especially metal textures, because metal reflects light certain ways. Chrome is a pain to do, but I so badly want to learn the tricks to doing it. Let's go with some deep colors. Let's do French gray. French. Yeah, French gray. If I can find them among the mess here. So many grays. For your listening pleasure, some random, supposedly royalty-free techno music. Ah, there we go. French. Because last time I found a playlist of supposedly royalty-free music, some of it was not royalty-free. I didn't get in trouble, but it is a pain when that happens, though. There you go, 60 and 30. Alright. The real trick is I don't know what to do for the head. The bad thing is you can't see when I'm drawing it either. Crud. I'm just gonna put a head in there real quick. I forgot something. Let's just do a simple iron giant. I'm gonna do like an iron giant, kind of like square jawed. It's really simple. Maybe give him a bit of an overbite. I'm going extremely light with a 6H. Because I don't want any kind of pencil to bleed. I know what to do. So I'm going to make his head. You can't see it here. Imagine a soda can with the top kind of cut off at an angle. So he's going to have a bit of a exposed wire work. There you go. Just enough to get it out the way of the chest. All right, let's go. As always, start with the lighter. Let's define... Let's define where his arm is sitting. How's that coming on camera? There we go. Maybe we could zoom in a little bit. Oop, too much. Right about there. Okay. Let's think. How would you do a chrome shine? Not sure. We'll figure it out as we go along. So I've gotten to the habit recently of doing all the colors first and then the inking. Because I see online all the time all these people who do the inking and they go back and forth with the markers and it never bleeds. It never ever bleeds. It always comes out so clean, so nice. But when I do it, when I do it, forget it. Everything always just bleeds and looks horrible. So I got tired of that nonsense and I decided I would just do all the coloring first. And then I would go back and do the markers on top. Oh, sorry, do the inking on top. And I'll be honest, and sometimes I don't even want to go back and do the markers because I like so much how it looks just colored. But that's that's because it looks interesting. But in the end, I need to define some shapes, so I do the black outline. Who knows? Eventually, maybe I'll reach a point where I feel I don't need to do any black outline because the coloring's just that good. In time. In time. I'm thinking his bottom jaw, which is this piece right here, once again that kind of Iron Giant square-ish jaw, will be copper. So it'll be like tones of like oranges and reds and copper back and forth. Bad news is I forgot how I used to do copper in terms of colors because I don't have that. I don't actually have that color. Okay, so let's just fudge this a little bit. There we go. Give him one eye for now. And we'll figure out the color for that in just a bit. We'll figure out the color shortly. given his look, especially with the fact I'm gonna add a big like rocket silo looking thing on his back, I kind of imagine this guy being like he's a farmhand. He's a his job is exactly that. Kind of workhorse, if that makes sense. There we go. Let's give him a little streak here. Let's think. What else? What else? You know what? Let's get a little bit of a cool gray. Because cool gray, I feel, works very well for more chrome colors. Here we go. Cool gray 30, that's 30. Cool gray 60, that's 60. I find if I get a nice mix of 30 and 60 for whatever color, it lets me blend it very well. I don't need to get every color in the rainbow, which I'm sure I've mentioned in previous videos. You drying up on me? No, he's just a bit too light. There we go. It is drying up a little bit. Let's see. Let's try a different cool gray because he is not looking good. There we go. This looks better. Do 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 do. Let's get a cool gray for the ball joint. There we go. There's also a ball joint over here for the wrist. I'll probably go back in there with a white marker and do a nice white shine. In fact, I will simply do that right here by not including a little bit of white. There we go. And same thing over here. Oh, that's my cool. Where's my French? Frenchie, where are you? French. There's a piston, so I want one piece to look chromish. That's the piece that slides in and out. And one piece to look a little older, which is the piece that hosts it. I have no idea what the name is. But two different pieces. That's what it really comes down to. And for this, once again, I'll leave the white streak. That's looking good so far. Another little trick, aside from having colors that are already labeled on a piece of paper you use to see how they show up, take notes of colors that work. Like this is a nice gradation of yellow to like light umber. Yellow to light umber, so I label which ones work the best. These are my attempts at different shades of copper, which I did not write down because I'm a fool. But we'll practice. I want to get some copper in this. Let's see. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of yellow orange. Here we go. Yellow orange. Let me see. And not yellow, but I have tulip yellow, which is a nice dull yellow, which I think works well. If I could find it. Aha. Tulip, yellow orange. Let's see if that helps us with copper. Or bronze, maybe. A bronze color. And we got someone in the view. Hello, whoever's there. Let's see. Kind of broke one of my own rules. I went for a darker color first, then I did the yellow. It's foolish of me, but, you know, sometimes you just make the mistakes. Just bleed this in a little bit. There we go. It works for now. Got little rivets, 1, 2, and 3. And then once again, bleed it in. Don't be afraid to let it bleed. Took me years to figure that out. I was always afraid to let the colors mix. I want them to be so clean and so crisp. When you bleed them, it looks so much nicer. Yeah, I'm liking that. Little spot right there. Maybe I'll give him a shovel for a hand. Something really simplistic, but it, you know, it shows what he does and it shows its purpose. I love these little, almost like paintbrush tips. Once again, it kind of forces you to be a little loose with your work. And that's okay. In fact, let me do a little pre-designed glossy spot right there. Nice. All right. Once again, we go back. Oop. And there's a gear right here in his arm. It's kind of the bend of the elbow. Let's make that bronze as well. My playlist just run out of things to play? Oh, come on now. Really? Oh, there it goes. And I almost forgot to do... Oh, playlist stopped. There we go. Almost forgot to do the highlights on this piece right here. Focus. There we go. Okay. Let's do the silo on his back. Now, like I said, cool gray. Oh, sorry, warm gray. I think it's good for chrome, especially when it's nice and dry. This wasn't as good. Cool gray, I think it's good for duller metals. Then, of course, the French gray here is really dull. I think you could use this on stone as well. But that's just me. So let's see. Cool gray, 60. Nice. More French gray. We'll have a warm gray 70 I forgot about. Forgot why I got this. Is there a reason I got this? It's probably just for that. Just to do little highlights like that. It's the little things. Where was I? Yes. Cool gray. Cool. Cool. Are you cool? I'm cool. Where's my cool gray at? There we go. Cool gray 30. Cool gray 60. I'm so tempted to make the top of the silo red, but it'll look like a giant rocket. I'm trying not to do a rocket. I'm trying not to. So let's go in there. Nope, that's my 60. Semi rule of thumb, try to go with light first. Go with the 30. There we go. I believe this 30 is running out. Just my luck. Let's see. Running out a little bit. We'll survive. Maybe not. That is not a nice color. Here we go. I know I bought a second one for a reason. I'm getting lots of messages. Probably just junk mail. They're messing up the groove, yo. I like that. Let's see what we got here. So there's our dark. Nice. Let's pull out something I almost never use. Clear blender. It just freaking bleeds it out, really. Let's use this end. The clear blender just really just kind of... I think it's good for whites. It just kind of bleeds the color into the white. I don't like using it to blend actual colors into each other, because then it just doesn't look good. It literally just waters it down. Okay, so we are going to go dark for this rim, and then we'll add some blacks to it as well. So the base color is this dark color. And we will go back into that with blacks later on. Here we go. Let's do a little squiggly line of dark. Once again, I am working backwards here. Usually I do the lights first, but this will not end the world. I have an idea of what I want for the head, which is why I'm leaving a vague shape. Just this vague shape to see what I'm going to draw in there. I'm not sure what to draw in there yet. Here we go. And last but not least, I'm going to right now draw this little faucet he has on his back. He has a little faucet, a little drip faucet on the back. I don't know, maybe that's where he, maybe it's a water silo. Yeah, he goes around watering the plants on the farm. That makes sense, right? That is his purpose. He's a water bot. You put little dots here to kind of show the rivets. Let's see, where's my red? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my brand new sky blue light and do a little glass jar right there. It has a little glass head. Let's be random and stick some, is it yellow? Yeah. Stick a little bit of yellow in here for randomness. And what he's going to have is a little sparky spark, like a glass tube on top. So let's see, before we ink, Nope, that's not good. I'm looking for a black marker because black markers aren't as opaque as ink. So we're gonna do some highlights. Strange enough, oh, dropping my markers. Strange enough, this black still isn't black enough. Where is my noir? I'm looking for my good noir colors. There we go. This is labeled as jet black. It makes a bit of a difference, not a lot though. Okay, so we're gonna do some jet black in various locations. Having trouble focusing all of a sudden. There we go. Let's do some random stuff now. Let's give this hand a shovel. With a shovel in one hand and let's see what to do in the other hand. Let's give him a big bulbous shoulder. Give him a big round shoulder because everything's gonna be rounded right now. I don't know what to do in that hand though. Okay. Let's make this, since he has like a almost round tube on the bottom of his body, let's just give him like almost a ball joint waistline right here. Something that slides along that body. Something simple. Hmm. How about... There we go. Instead of a round ball, let's give him a piston kind of pipe sticking out like a tube. Skinny arm to match this one. But there's our ball joint. You know what? I'll color it as I go along. That way you guys can actually see it. There we go. I got the chat up and running so I can actually see what people are saying to me. I like the idea of a seed gun. Granted, seed gun does sound kind of dirty, but I like it. But I have other ideas. Ah, where's my French at? I keep losing the French. French, got it. It's okay, we found France. It's okay. gonna give him a nice kind of a sickle kind of hand. He's here to farm and take names. I need to get a better case for it. I got so many freaking markers and I can't find a damn one I want. Once again, music stop. Come on now. You know what? Let's try brick white. Let's try some brick white. In a different color. And some random French gray in there. Kind of hinting that this is an old rusted blade. There we go. Light umber for wooden handle. Dried up dark umber. If it wishes to cooperate, come on, you could do it. This whole piece right here. Even though I've been using the cool grays for like the ball joints, this whole piece is kind of worn out piece here, which is technically a ball joint. It's gonna be the same color as the grays, the warm gray, just because. Once again, a little hint of black here and there. Especially right there. A little bit on the blade. It's a little chopped up. Do an adjustment because I realized you can't see the shovel. We are running out of space for the legs, people. I mean, the paper has enough space, but the camera doesn't. What to do for the legs? That's the big question. Well, let's copy the motif of the gear that's over here, because you have one gear for some reason, no other gears. Let's see what we got. Okay, you can't really see it, but I'm basically copying the thin piston and gear in reverse. Looks like he has kind of shorts on. All right. For anyone who's wondering, gears are a bitch to draw. Like mechanical drawing, oh, gears, so freaking annoying. But we're playing it loose, so they don't have to be too exact, at least. So we should be okay. All right. Essentially, we're copying this here. We're going to BS the shape of the gears just to get them in there. All right. Where are my warm grays? French gray, cool gray, cool gray. I'm finding everything except the colors I need, people. It's like I'm taking crazy pills. What did I put on my warm colors? Oh, oh well. Might as well stick what I got. In case anyone's wondering, nothing's really drawn here. I'm drawing with the markers. I'm just kind of going freehand here. A little wobble you hear in the music reminds me of the. Makes me think of Splatoon, the way the characters talk in Splatoon. Kind of sounds like them. You hear that? Last but not least, let's get that French back in here. And give our guy some stompers. Come on, French, stay with me. Come on, French. I'm gonna squeeze out the very last of that marker. There we go. Kind of has a rough construction toe. Little spikes in the bottom of the boot. There we go. In fact, let's give the whole boot some texture. Just little spots here and there. Last but not least, in our markering, just some shades of darkness here and there. Let's fill in this little hole right here. Gives the ankle space to move. There we go. Just want to add a little bit more blue. This little glass case up there. And then once again, bleed it out. Okay, coloring is pretty much all done. Now I'm just gonna do some inking. Alright, this is a 5? Yes. Micron 5. So now it's really just kind of putting the whole thing together. You know, to hopefully highlight some stuff that's in it. And hope you don't screw it up. Because nothing is worse than going through all of this and then quite literally screwing it up. His name is Formabot. His purpose, to form and be a robot. He's good at one of them. Guess which one? I like this music. Kind of reminds me of like a level of Mega Man or something. Once again, very fitting of what we're doing right now. Have to make my hand kind of hurts. I'm trying not to rush this final piece, the final inking, because I don't want to ruin it. But man, my fingers really hurt. That's what I get for never learning how to hold a pen correctly. That's how I hold my pen. I don't pinch it with these two, I pinch it with like this. If that makes sense. I'm a freak. I'm aware of this. I've accepted my position in life. Farmerbot has no time for love. Farmerbot must farm. Alright, there's one thing left and we should be good to go. Highlights. There we go. Gel pens are such a pain. Little gel pens, such a pain when you really want to get them to work for you. And for a quick little cleanup, that should do it. Come on, work for me. Put it right there. And here we go. That is Farmerbot. An hour and a half into the stream. And my work table is a mess right now. But I'm very pleased with this. Especially since most of it wasn't even drawn until I started discoloring it. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I want to thank anyone else who'll be watching this in the future. I guess I could say this robot, Farmerbot version 1.0, is dedicated to our good friend Mecha Small Time. Mecha Small Time has not done videos in a while, but he is a very creative person, and we hope he gets back on it. Mecha Small Time, this is for you, man. So, I will be posting up a still image of this on my Instagram. If it's cropped, you can also find the full image, of course, on my DeviantArt. And even perhaps on my Twitter. All of which are, once again, beneath the Burgos Art. So once again, guys, I am Dante. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the future. Later.